We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next. Welcome back to the Daily Helpline. Today we are joined by singing sensation and fabulous single mom, Brandy.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm having such a good time. Now, we want to introduce our next guest, okay? We want you to meet Elisha, and she has been pushed to the brink by her challenging 12-year-old son. Let's take a look.
My name is Elisha, and I am a single mother. Currently, I have 3 of my children living with me, my 12-year-old, my 7-year-old, and my 18-year-old. My son, Brandon, is 12 years old. His inability to focus really gets to me. He has a problem listening to me, which is a major problem. Didn't I tell you I don't want you with my phone?
It's charged and you're not even about to leave yet.
It has really affected Brandon's grades at school. They're not where they should be because he just doesn't concentrate. I find myself punishing Brandon probably about 3 to 4 times a week. I tell Brandon you're able to go to the rec center, and when I go check on him at the rec center, Brandon is actually in someone's pool. When I can't find him, it really stresses me out. I'm always on the verge of calling the police. I get very upset when I find out that Brandon has misled me. He once placed a very expensive Amazon order on my account totaling over $2,000. When I saw those charges, I was livid. Brandon has never stolen anything before, but I am concerned that this could be the beginning of possibly something worse. Miles and Spirit, I really need your help with Brandon. We just don't know what to do. If things don't change, I think I'm going to lose it.
You haven't lost it already. I mean, seriously. $2,000, punishing 3 to 4 times a week. You're thinking about calling the police on your own child. How does that feel for you?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's a lot. You know, I'm really concerned about Brandon and wanting him to learn how to become more focused.
I'm going to touch some buttons,
okay.
But I want you to know it's because I love you from one mother to another. So this has nothing to do with trying to make you look a certain way. But I know that we want what's best for our children, okay? And oftentimes we give them more than they deserve. I'm guilty of it too.
Me too.
All the time. Because you want them to be happy. But see, certain privileges are just that, they're privileges, and they have to be earned. And when our children show that they can't handle what we're giving them, then we need to remove and pull back. We need to restrict until they find that place that they can handle.
Starting with the iPhone on the video.
Hello.
He doesn't need to have that.
Hello.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. Since this is the 3rd one, he's broken.
So see, why was there a second?
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Yeah.
And then a 3rd. So let's back up, because I want to take this real slow. You came to get answers and solutions, and that's what we're going to give you today.
And we can't answer it if you keep minimizing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have a feeling, and that's the great thing, Miles. You're absolutely right. I have a feeling that this is what you do even at home. See, and so your word says, I need you to stop. I need you to behave. I need you to do this. But your action says, that's fine if you step all over me.
Yeah.
That's fine if you don't do what I say.
And he's smiling the whole
Come
time
on.
you're telling him to do something.
And so are you.
Yeah.
Brandy, what do you think is going on here?
I don't think the consequences are big enough. What are you doing to, like, what are the punishments? Like,
Well, a lot of them are taking the skateboard away, taking the Xbox away. Those are basically what really bothers him the most is those 2 things. taking away privileges.
And for how long?
A day, 2 days.
oh no, it needs to be like 2-3 weeks. No Xbox, no skateboard, no iPhone or whatever phone he has for like 2 or 3 weeks, and just see, like, you need to step up the consequence a notch.
Okay, yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. And I would take it even one step further to say, see, we're in this partnership, in this relationship together. You're the son, I'm the mama. Your job is to earn the privileges, and my job is to give them to you. So we're taking these until you can prove to me, to my satisfaction, that you deserve to have them.
Right.
And until you show me, then there will be no extras. So you tell me how long they have to be taken. You show me how long they have to be taken. And then when I give them back to you, they still will come with the stipulation that you have to maintain the behavior that I expect. But if you set no expectation for him, then there's nothing for him to follow.
Or no boundaries.
Absolutely, I agree.
It's tough. It's not easy. It's not easy. Is it, Miles? It's not easy.
I still feel like we're skirting around the issue. I feel like you're, this may be what you do, you're just complying. You're just sitting over there, we're tossing a bunch of information at you and you're shaking your head as if you can go home and apply it. If you could apply it, you wouldn't be sitting here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We need to know what's really going on and how it's impacting you.
You know, I feel that, you know, a lot of times Brandon's, you know, his friends, and they have their mother and the father, you know, in the home, and he doesn't have that. And, you know, and I think that bothers him too, you know, and to a point to maybe that's why he, you know, he acts out sometime and he does the things, and he's seeking attention, I think. And what I try to do is I try to turn it around where I'm concentrating more on the positive.
I can definitely relate to that because I'm a single mom and I work a lot. And my daughter always says, you know, Mom, I just wish you know, you and Dad could have, you know, worked it out and been together. That way I won't feel like I'm, you know, passed around, you know what I mean? But you know what? You're doing what you have to do to provide for your kids, and you're doing what you have to do to give them the life that they deserve, but you got to boss up.
What was the wake-up call? When did you go from being that mom to learning to set boundaries? How'd you make that jump?
I have a very strong mom, and she was always in my ear. And you know, my daughter acting out, you know, it just was not working. And so I had to really just take charge, you know what I mean? And I still struggle with it because she's my baby, and sometimes I'm a softie. But at the end of the day, I'm mama, and I got to do what's best for us, and I have to do what's best for you.
That's right. Okay, well,
know?
when we come back, these mamas and this Miles are going to do what we got to do to help this one out, okay? So we've got lots more with Elisha when we come back. Stay with us. Coming up.
Tell us how hard it's been.
I don't even have words to really explain it. It's just, I mean, just a sum total of it, it's just hard.
We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next.